Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. Yes, we all, and we're gonna bring others with us. Let's get it cracky-lacking. Let's talk about Married to Medicine LA season 1, episode 7. It's going down. It seemed like Dr. Robert Shanique's husband, he ain't feeling her working and being an independent woman anymore, even though when he was in med school and he was struggling to be a doctor, and basically she paid the bills, like, because she's head of real estate, she be project manager, she be doing her thing, investing, staging houses and all of the other good stuff, especially in California, LA, where the property is very expensive. So you make a pretty penny once you sell some property or you rent it out. So basically Robert is like, if you don't like it, you need to quit your job, baby, because you don't need to work. And he's not gonna flex, and he's not gonna flex his schedule. He ain't gonna change shit around because he ain't missing the kids like she's missing the kids. I was like, shit. He told her just how it is. I was like, wow. And we see, Jazmin, she's over there shading Britt's house, basically talking about, look at these glasses, look at, you don't got no vodka, like OMG. And she was like, everything you got on that counter is full of sugar. I was like, whoa. And she was like, look at the food on just slapped on the table with aluminum foil on top and all this other stuff. Wow, this is just ratchet. And that's what basically she was dissing, she was shading her. And so you got Imani. Imani was shading Jazmin, talking about, Jazmin, we done seen your kids, we done seen your mama, your auntie, we done seen everybody but your husband. Where is he? He's lurking in them shadows, baby. That's where he's at. So I'm just like, it's going on. And Imani's going to meet her sister, so kudos to her. And Noelle's daughter is doing well, and she's doing good in school. Noelle was having a good damn time, but she was shaded by Shanique. Shanique said, if I was going to give you a nickname, she said, if I was going to give you a nickname, it would be, what did she say? It'll be something like, roll over, basically. No brain, no mind, like you just a follower. Basically and then she said she would give, Shanique said she would give, Asha the name of master manipulator. I was like, oh shit. When she said that Noelle was like, bend over, kick me twice, a follower, basically she can't think for her own, in so many words, she was just shading Noelle not having her own mind and her own thoughts, and basically just being a follower. And she's so forgiving, and basically you can put one over her head anytime. I was like, damn, Shanique, you reading, you going in for the gusto. So let's get it popping. So we're back at, the intuitive, the psychic. She's over there. Basically now it's actually, Imani's turn, and Imani gets in there, and it's kudos to her. She said, you're gonna have to let go and move on, basically let the father situation go and open up to your sister in so many different words, and saying that you got good energy and you need to let go of that guilt and move on. But we find out that Imani don't like compliments. Imani got some issues though. She really does, because she come off very strong and sophisticated, but not having her father there and being abandoned by him, and him choosing to be in the other child's life, her sister's life. And then on top of that, she says she has body issues, she has problems with compliments. So, but she got her boobs on low way, baby. She getting the master plan boobs. She getting on Groupon. So moving on from that situation, you have, Shanique and Jazmin basically making fun of the psychic, the intuitive, or whatever she is, basically saying like, we're gonna act like we're energy movers too, that we can move energy. And the psychic was like, I done ecstasy, I done did this, I done did that, I'm qualified. And she was like, the intuitive was asked like, where do you get your qualifications from? And she said, from my ancestors and stuff like that. So then we get, Shanique, she gets in the chair, and basically she tries to, manipulate and change the situation around. Be like, instead of read me, I want to be transparent and apologize to, Asha, basically. And Intuitive is like, you full of shit. I don't feel it. Do you feel that apology? Asha was like, no, like, so basically they're calling out Shanique on her shit, saying that basically she's not being transparent, and she attended to her, she conspired to her. That was her whole intentions, basically, to her Asha. And basically now you got, Shanique saying that it was only text messages. You said it, you act like it overlapped. He was seeing her, he gave her a ring. Now you're saying it was just text messages, and you saying he cheated and all this other stuff. Like, you made you put too much of a big emphasis that he was out here doing something else when he was talking to your husband, and then when he was talking to the ladies too as well. Just like Asha, you did act like she didn't know that her husband's ex, Larry's ex, was coming to your husband's birthday party. But I was like, what's really going on? They're doing it. So we have that situation, and then basically, Asha, she's not feeling it, she's not here for it, and she don't really accept it because she don't feel like it's genuine. But she's gonna take it as it is because Intuitus or the psychic has told Shanique that she either go in with boxing gloves, or she comes in humble with her hands open for basically really for forgiveness. And then we have Britt, she comes back in, and then we have Jazmin, they come back in, and basically they salty, they're feeling a certain type of way, and Jazmin believes that the Intuitus or the psychic got her information from none other than Noelle. Noelle told her everything that she needs to know because she's talking about shadows. My husband's in the shadows. So, she feels a certain way about the situation. I was like, hey, it is what it is. But I was just like, And then Intuitus spraying the rose water was too funny too as well. And then we have none other than Imani and the building. Her head is shining. She looked pretty. And basically she's on the phone talking to her sister. And they actually going to meet up. She's going to give up on her father and basically pay him dust and build a relationship to with her sister, because she talked to her sister 13 years ago and haven't reached out to her since. I was like, damn, you should have been reached out to your sister. But it is what it is. She had to do it in her own time. But you would think that she would be more inclined to get to know her sister first before anything. And that's her sister right there. They love each other. They say, I love you, sis. So we got that situation. Then we have Shanice. She meets up with Britt, and they go to eat oysters and stuff like that. And we find out that Britt doesn't swallow. And Shanice was like, I feel sorry for your husband, baby. I was like, we being shady than a mother sucker. And so basically they talk about the psychic and talk about they didn't like that situation and how that went down. They're not really cool with that. And and they're just not really cool with that. And it was like something was wrong with her. She was definitely off, and the psychic didn't know what she was talking about. So it is what it is. I was like, hey. And then we got Noelle. She's dancing with her daughter. They doing some dance stepping. They at a very nice class, a very nice organization that is well known and Los Angeles or LA. And basically we find out that her daughter is doing good in school, and she's making friends, and she's making good grades. So kudos to her. She fought through it. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. And then moving on from that, we get Shanique and her husband. And basically, he comes home and he's tired. He's exhausted. He might be getting a new position that's going to help him further his career and make more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, And Shanice is like, yo, listen, I'm going through some things. He was like, how was your day? She was like, I'm going through some things. The kids is out of control, trying to put them to bed. I'm missing their soccer game, their practice, football, cheerleading, swim, gymnastics, skating, roller skating, because I'm always working, and I don't have the time to get off, and it's really hurting me, and I feel like I'm less than a mother. I'm missing things. And he was like, well, then, if you're missing the things, take time off of your day, leave work early, or have a 1 day a week off, or do something else. And she was like, why do I have to compromise? How come you won't, Robert? And Robert was like, I'm not the one with the problem missing the kids, baby. It's you with the problem. You the one feel like you ain't a good mother. I was like, he is not trying to hear it. He is not trying to change anything. And basically he was like, I told you from the beginning that it's going to be difficult. And she was like, I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. It's one thing to say it, but to actually live through it, it's just horrible. Well, girl, you already knew what you was getting into, so stop whining, stop crying. But Robert could, pitch in and help out a little bit, goddammit. He thinks her job ain't shit, but it paid the bills and kept him, going. And basically, so now we get on to, Britt. She ends up talking to her best friend, which is, who, our homegirl from Married to Medicine, Atlanta. She gets to talk to her and basically tell her that she's lonely and she's feeling a certain type of way and she don't know what to do. And basically, she got a job and her husband wants her to move back to, Orlando. Contessa was like, OMG, you got your friends, you got a stable connection and everything. I know you don't want to leave how you feel, but she don't want to leave. But it seems like Britt is going to go home, so we'll find out if she's going home. But basically, she really values the friendships with these ladies and just having a good time, having drinks, cocktail, eating salad, partying in LA, having a time of her life. And she probably won't get a chance to do this again at her age that she is. So, she's trying to enjoy, but her husband is trying to call in and say, baby, it's time to come home and get back to being mommy, mommy, mommy. And she's like, damn. So it is what it is. She feels a certain type of way. She can't find a house. And basically, he's not compromising with her either. So basically, she either stays out there. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to find the house. But damn one day ain't leaving Orlando. You see that big ass mansion they live in? But right now, she's finding, she got a good, getting good work. And basically her husband wants to make it even more difficult, that he doesn't want to live in the city. He wants to live in the country part, the boonies and blahs and a third. He's not. But you know what? He is home with the kids, raising them, putting them through school, and waking up with them, and he ain't got no help. What, allegedly he might got help. He might got a nanny or whatever. But so it is what it is with the situation. Her sweet dreams are gonna come to an end until next year. She'll be back on this show looking for another house next season, while her husband still be in Orlando and she and her summer vacations away from her kids and her husband. And so, but she's throwing a party because she want to bring all the ladies together. She get the ladies over to her house. They supposed to go in the pool. Nobody wants to go in the pool but Jazmin. Jazmin just wanted to show us her body and show us what she was working with, to let everybody see what she got, and that her body's better than everybody in the room, baby. So it is what it is with that situation. I was like, it's too funny. And so Jazmin basically, she's okay, her and Imani hugged or whatever, but there's shade being thrown. And then we have Noelle. She was like, yo, we didn't talk about the intuitive situation, but I want to get into it, and I didn't tell the intuitives anything. But Jazmin was like, yes you did, but they just dropped the subject. And so basically Britt was just like, it was too much, it was crazy, it was wild, I didn't like it, the lady didn't know what she was talking about, this was just too much. Basically that's what she was telling Noelle. But, Noelle was like, you learned something, because you know how to calm the energy. You got some rose waters and some gifts and some dog tags. And basically you're trying to be open up with the ladies and be more closer to them. But you still have that big old truck on the back of your back. And that's your husband and your kids. And you don't know what to do. You're going to go back to work in Orlando, and we'll see you again around this time. We will see you around March, baby. And so we have that situation. So it is what it is. But, everybody's getting along. Everything's going well. The ladies are talking. And, actually, Britt, she has gift bags for them. And she got dog tags with their name on it or whatever. I was going to go into the dog tags. She gave them gifts. And she was calling Imani quintessential. And then she was calling, SHINee, amazing or something like that. She was calling her amazing. And she was calling Noelle Zen. She was calling Jazz, the runway. And she was calling Imani the body, because Imani had the body. But, Shanique had some names for the other two ladies. So we have that situation, and it's nice. And basically she's identifying with the ladies and letting them know how special they are to her. But she also compared them arguing and going back and forth to war. And Noelle and Asha was like, what are you talking about? This is war. Well, to, Britt, it was war, like, bonding. I think she has an issue with bonding. And so then we get back on to, Dr. I think his name is Robert, and his, wife. And basically, the kids are up, she's trying to get the kids to bed. Shanique, whatever, pipes bust, things miraculously happen while she's filming, and there's going to be damage. She got to do this, but she didn't leave the house. And her husband was like, yo, you know what? Let's wake up the kids. Let's see what's good. Let's see what's going on with the kids. What's happening with them? And she was like, I just put them to bed. And he was like, yo, I want to see my kids each and every night. You know what I'm saying? So they can go to bed late. They can go to bed at 10 o'clock, 10:30 or whatever. And he was like, if I come home every day at 11 o'clock, that means I'm not going to see my kids. I can go a whole month without seeing my kids. But I thought you said you didn't have a problem with not seeing your kids, or you didn't have no issue about your work schedule being so busy. So you do have an issue. So therefore, if you want to wake the kids up at night, just help your wife out in the morning time, getting the kids ready for school too as well. That's all she asked. And he was like, no, that's not my job. That's not my duty. And that's not what I'm here for. You need to quit your job if you got a problem, if you got an issue. I was like, he told her, and she don't know what to do, but Shanique wants to continue her independence, because if anything goes south or raw, she's probably stashing money and putting it away for a rainy day if something happens. She still want to feel like she's more than just a housewife, and basically have adult relationships and be out there in the business world too as well. And then her husband was like, well, you can miss a day of work, you know what I'm saying, you can go to work tired, whatever, ain't nobody gonna die. And she was like, well, somebody might lose their apartment, they might lose their house, they might become homeless. And he was like, it's not brain surgery like he does, and it's not really that serious. So basically he's down in her career, but at one point, bet he was pushing her out to work each and every day. Peace him out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Next episode is going to be the season finale. Hopefully there's not a reunion for this show, because we don't know none of them yet. Peace. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It would be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby.